Hello children. Children, in the previous video, I have recited and explained you the poem The Silent Snake. Now, we are going to start with the book exercises of this poem. So, take out page number 12 of English Reader books. Now, let's start with comprehension exercise. Question number A is, take the correct answers. Number 1 is, the squirrels race along the grass, bow or field. The correct answer is bow. So put a tick over here. The second is, the birds sing and the insects chat, hop or hum. The answer is hum. So put a tick over here in the hum option. Then number 3 is, the dash say croak. Which animal makes a sound of croak? That is the frog. So the options are squirrels, frogs, mayflies. So the correct answer is frogs. Put a tick over here. Now move on to page number 13. Now we will start with play with words exercise. Question number B. We can join certain words to make new words. Match the columns to join the words. Write the new words in the blanks. Now children, here two columns are given. We have to match the columns and we have to make one word and write in the blanks given over here. Number 1 is already done, May flies. So here May flies is written over here. Second is lady bug. So the word becomes ladybug. On the last blank you will write ladybug, Ladybug. Number 3 is rattlesnake. So on the first blank write R-A-T-T-L-E rattle, S-N-A-K-E rattlesnake. Now number 4 is seahorse. So the correct answer is S-E-A-H-O-R-S-E seahorse. Then number 5 is grasshopper. The correct answer is G-R-A-S-S-H-O-P-P-E-R grasshopper. Now the answers are rattlesnake, seahorse, grasshopper, mayflies is already written, and then ladybug. Now let's move on to grammar fun exercise. This grammar fun exercise, as I have told you earlier, that it is a part of English 1 syllabus. So write here English 1. Now children, I will tell you something about interjections, because in this exercise we are going to study about interjections. Some words such as wow, alas and oh express feelings. Such words are called interjections. Now children, what are interjections? The words which are used to express some sudden feelings. The words which are used to express some sudden feeling, that are called interjections. Like suppose children, you go to some hill station and you see a very beautiful natural scenery over there and you say, wow, it's so beautiful. So the word which comes out, that is wow. That is a sudden feeling which you are expressing for that beautiful nature. So that sudden feeling, the word which is used for that sudden feeling, that is wow. It is an interjection. Suppose, another example I will give you. Suppose you fall down and you get hurt and then you say, ouch, I got hurt. And which is a feeling which you are expressing at that time? Ouch. The word which comes out from your mouth is ouch. So that is a sudden feeling which you are expressing. So that is an interjection. Like one more example I will give you. Suppose there is a match between two teams. And you won the match and your team won the match. What will you say? Hurrah, we won the match. Here, like in your books also, one example is given, hurrah, we won the match. Means you are expressing a feeling of happiness. So that happiness is expressed by which word? Hurrah. So hurrah is an interjection. And one more important thing, whenever we use interjections, we use exclamation mark after writing the interjection word. Now let's start with this exercise. Question number C. Fill in the blanks with the correct interjections from the brackets. Remember to use exclamation marks. Now here in each sentence, before each sentence, two words are given in the bracket and both of them are interjections. But we have to choose the correct interjection according to the sentence. And make sure after writing the interjection, you have to put an exclamation mark. Number 1 is wow or alas. Dash, this painting is so beautiful. Like if you see some painting that is very beautiful, what will you say? You will obviously say, wow, this painting is so beautiful. So here in the first blank you will write wow and then put an exclamation mark. Because here you are expressing your feeling that the painting looked very beautiful. Second is ouch or hello. Dash, can I speak to Annie? Like children, if you are going to the market and you don't know the way from where to go, and the one who are passing through that way, you ask somebody, hey, hello, can you tell me the way from where to go? So you will ask him in this way, na? Hello, hello, which way to go? Then which word are we going to use here? Which interjection? Hello. Hello, can I speak to Annie? Here Annie is the name of a person. So after hello, put an exclamation mark. Number 3 is hooray or hush. Dash, speak softly or the baby will wake up. Now children, suppose somebody comes to your house and you have one younger brother or sister who is only 6 months old and that baby is sleeping. And somebody knocks the door and you go out and you say whoosh or you say shh, the baby is sleeping. Means which word are you using? Shh or hush. So both these words are interjections. So here what will come? Hush. You will write hush and then put an exclamation mark. Then number 4 is yay or oh. Dash, we are going camping tomorrow. Now where do we use yay? Children, yay is used when we are showing some excitement. Like when you are some enthusiastic about doing something. When you are doing something which creates enthusiasm for you. Or you are very excited to do that thing. So here suppose children are going for camping. So obviously they are excited. They are enthusiastic. So which word will come? Yay. Yay is used to show some enthusiasm or excitement. So yay, we are going camping tomorrow. After yay, put an exclamation mark. Now the last one is bravo or ah. Dash, you solved the puzzle. Now this, what will come here? Bravo. The word bravo is used when we are given some difficult task, some difficult work and we have done that work. So obviously you will say bravo, we have done it. Bravo, we have done it. So bravo is used where you are given a difficult task or you are given a difficult work and you have done that work. So after writing bravo, put an exclamation mark. Now I will repeat the answers. Number 1 is wow, then exclamation mark. Number 2 is hello, again exclamation mark. Number 3 is hush and then exclamation mark. Number 5 is yay, exclamation mark. And number 4 is yay, exclamation mark. And number 5 is bravo, exclamation mark. And in all these sentences, the first letter will be capital as it is the beginning of a sentence. And children, don't forget to put the exclamation mark. So this was all there regarding the book exercises of this lesson. Now children, take out your English 2 copies. Take out a new page. Write the date on the left side of the margin. Then write poem on the first line. On the second line, write the title of the poem, that is The Silent Snake. On the third line, write word meaning. Number 1 is mayflies. Mayflies means winged insects that live close to water. Winged insects that live close to water. Number 2 is dip. Dip means go down. Dip means go down. Number 3 is dumb. Dumb means silent. S-I-L-E-N-T, silent. And the last word meaning is number 4, grass is deep. It means tall and thick grass. Tall and thick grass. Now, there is one question in this lesson. It is not given in the book, but you have to write it. Question number 1 is, write the names of 5 animals with their sound. Write the names of 5 animals with their sound. Number 1 is birds chirp. Number 1 is birds chirp. C-H-I-R-P, chirp. Then number 2 is rabbit squeak. Rabbit squeak. S-Q-U-E-A-K. Number 3 is snake hiss. H-I-S-S. Number 4 is frog croak. C-R-O-A-K, croak. And number 5 is squirrel squeak. S-Q-U-E-A-K. So children, this was all there regarding this poem. Recite this poem and try to understand this poem, as I have already written the meanings in the books. You can also write the meanings in your book also, so that it is easy for you to understand. You can listen to the video also and write the meanings in your books also side by side. So this was all there regarding this poem. That's all for today. Next week we will start with a new lesson. Till then, goodbye.